Hey, can you hear the audio on this, James? I'm testing this out. Is it like okay? You can hear it pretty decent? All right. Well, that's good. I thought anything was okay, good. So I could communicate on here, okay. Yeah, I got an extended USB cord. Anything's better than looking at a lava lamp. Yeah, good. How you doing, James? Good. It's about 32 degrees up here, cold today. Take my dog for a walk pretty soon. I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I got back from that trip I'd taken. It takes me a couple days to get back in the swing of things. Tired, even if I get a good night's sleep. But I'd say pretty good. It's my scanner. Yeah, had a good time down there. Really knocked out some miles. And then I cut back to Detroit, so it worked out fine. Pretty good. I like that video I got of that hawk. I thought it was a red-tailed hawk, but as that one viewer stated, it was a Cooper's hawk. Beautiful bird. I think they must eat whenever they feel like it. I got another, hoping this works. I got an old Oregon Scientific weather, station. And the damn sending unit quit working. And it's worked. I've had it for like 15 years. It was out in the balcony on the 32nd floor in Chicago for 15 years and made it. And I couldn't have the same setup in back. So it ended up getting water in it, and I hope this one's going to do the trick. Yeah, Tony Paphos, I'll do that. I do get off in Toledo once in a while. Most of the time I'm coming through there too late or too early. I used to go down there a lot. I was a huge collector of stained glass. I actually had all the stained glass from what the hell is the name of that church? The Methodist church that burned down in '79. St. Paul's Methodist Church. I just sold it to a guy in Atlanta. Yep. I'll do that. I love Toledo, rich history. It really is. My dad used to take me down there as a little kid. Got to see what channel this. Sure hope this thing works. Yeah, mud hens. And my dad used to talk about the mud hens. You may be a long lost brother. Yeah, they're still there. That's unbelievable. I should go to one. We have in Midland. There's an affiliate team as well. for pro baseball. All right, good. Good girl, Daisy. Good girl, man. Hey Tim, how you doing? Pretty good. I was testing out this new USB cord. Can face it out the window now instead of watching that stupid lava lamp. Yeah, out my front window, yep, which I hardly ever look out. You can see why. Yeah, when I first moved up here, I was leaving Chicago and I wasn't sure how things were going to work out. So I looked around, I looked at this place. It's 2,400 square feet. It's counting the basement, 3 stories, hardwood floors, 3 bedrooms, bath and a half. And I looked at it and I think, who in the hell would want to live behind a Walgreens? The other side where you see my bird feeder is the country club. So the guy was asking 90, I offered him 75. So he took 75. And actually, I lived over at my sister's for a year. I didn't even move in, but I needed a place to keep all those antiques I collect. So I filled up the basement, as I've showed you photographs before, and been storing those there for like 6 years. Since then, these places have went up to like 115. But here's the kicker. I've had nice houses before, which are a total waste of time. You're a slave to the damn place. 8, 10 grand a year in taxes is bullshit. My taxes here are $1,600 a year. And I hate to admit this, but it's the nicest place I've ever lived. When I'm sick, I get my pajamas and walk over to Walgreens. Everything's close. I can walk to Walmart. I have good neighbors, and I don't have any money into it. It's already paid for itself. So, you got an idea of what you'd like. I kind of describe it like marriage. It's nothing like you think it's going to be. And even though I thought this place sucked and I could understand why it was so cheap, I bought it because I needed a place to keep all my stuff. And here, I love this place. Now, it's not the nicest with regard to like the quality of windows and all that stuff. $100 a month assessment fees. I don't need to worry about anything. And here's the great thing. I can feed a lot of birds out and back because we're right up next to some woods. But here's the kicker. I can take my dog summer and winter anywhere I want on the golf course. 290 acres. Got a green light. I tell those guys when I see something suspicious. So it's worked out perfect. Actually, Garbage, how are you? Hey, the sending unit's working too. So I'm back in the mix again. This is good. Yeah, so I'd say this is a good deal. Now, I'll tell you a funny thing, and I'm not bragging, but I've had money, I've been broke. I've had money, I've been broke. And when I had money from selling a business in '92, I went down to Florida and bought 20 acres. and built a brand new bed and breakfast. I bred tropical birds and dromedary camels. Now back then, that's when some money meant something. And I bought I built that. I redid a house that was on the property. As I said, I was selling camels and birds, mainly birds. And I was down there about 5 years, and I just couldn't stand it. So that property actually went from being worth a ton of money to not being worth a ton of money during the recession. Now it's worth a ton of money again. It's in Loxahatchee, Florida, which is about 19 miles west of West Palm Beach. It's a long story, but my wife lives there with her boyfriend. So I don't know if I'm going to stay up here or move back around Detroit or what. It's so cheap to live up here. You don't lock your doors. It's nice. But on the other hand, man, I just dream of going down to Detroit every day and getting some more film or taking photographs. Yeah, land contract. They're all over the place. I own 2 commercial buildings across from the post office. They're only worth about 60 grand. I've had those goddamn things for sale for 2 years and haven't got one offer. So it sucks owning those. I wish I had never done it. Yeah, Florida sucks. The whole place. I did like the wildlife, but that's about it, man. Interior Florida especially. If it wasn't for the warm weather, I mean, nobody would live in that place. It sucks. All of it. Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, Tallahassee. You can have them. Panama City Beach. You couldn't pay me $1,000 right now to get on an airplane, go down there for a week. I'd rather be in Anchorage, Alaska than Florida. Every dirtbag in the world lives down there. Hot. God damn it, man. It's a big mistake. It really was. Yeah, I'm glad this new sending unit's working. It's working perfect. Now if I can just get the damn thing. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna have it hang out there. That was my problem on the last one. Hang on one second. I'm gonna put this outside. Stay here, hon. Stay here. Stay here, hon. Stay there, hon. You wanna go out and do pee-pee? Hey, did you see me when I went outside? Looks like we're gonna get some freezing rain. I didn't know that that was forecast at all. Wish these people would put a damn loop around these things so I could hang them better. You guys still hear me okay? Excuse you, Daisy. Oh, good. Yeah, finally got you on there, Jim. That's good. I just went up to the butcher uptown, cooked myself 4 lamb chops. So damn good. It's so expensive that I bought a standing roast too. I'm gonna cook tonight. Last me a couple days. Really, we don't have too many good places to eat here. You know, fast food, that kind of stuff. I haven't worked out in about a week. My shoulders got sore. I think it's been tired because I've been damn tired. Oakland County. Oh, good. I read in the paper today, L. Brooks Patterson's kind of on the fence whether he's going to retire or not. He's kept Oakland County nice. I give him credit for that. Good girl, man. Excuse me while I get my new weather meter set up. Oh, on a job doing drywall repair. Yeah, I've done my old drywall work before. You can sure notice it when I'm done too. That's a real art. It's like, it is like art. No matter how hard I tried, you could always tell there was damage there before. Sorry about that. And I'm glad my weather thing is working. This is good. Now I gotta try and think where I'm gonna hang it. The sun comes up in the morning and it wrecks the temperature, and on the backside, the sun doesn't hit it all day, so I'm kind of screwed either way. So I'll have to figure out where I'm gonna put it. Excuse me for a few minutes. Good girl. They're all on it. Uncle Petey? Uncle Petey? Okay, I'm gonna give you all you people say I never want to show my face. Get ready, because I'm gonna do it now. Probably lose half my damn viewership. Why they give you all these cheap ass batteries when you buy something off eBay? Did you see it? Did it work? Should have. Did you see me out there? You know, I got the cheap camera because I thought I'd just be doing chat. I got the 720p when I went to Walmart, but now I wish I would have got the 1080p. Now that I'm doing it out the window like that. See, it's raining out there. I didn't know this was forecast. faster. There you go. Oh yeah, don't feel bad, Tim. I'm in the same boat. Good girl. Good girl, hon. Good girl. Hey, Athelda, how are you? How's it going? Fooling around getting my weather monitor going again. Taking a little bit of time. Where are you from, Athelda? Or where are you at, I should say. Oh, Brooklyn, all right. Just talking to a buddy of mine on the phone today from Brooklyn. I love New York, but I haven't been there in a while. How's your weather out there, Athelda? Gloomy? You know, I may adjust this camera up a little bit so you could see it when it's snowing on the lights. A little chill in the air. Hey, Mark, how you doing? Let me see if I can adjust that a little. Kind of got it half-assed up there. I think that's gonna work. That might be too high. Yep. Yeah, I think that might be better. Yeah, do you guys think that looks better? I think it does. Oh, good, Mark. That's good. I think down a little bit. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah, I think that's a little better. All right, great, thanks. You know, I like watching it when it snows. You can really see it when those lights are illuminated. I guess a lot of people have the day off today. My neighbor on the right here, over to the right. Yeah, you're right, Tim. It is. She's a CFO of the hospital. My neighbor on the left is a nurse practitioner, or a PA, physician's assistant. People all the way down. He works for the gas company. She's his teacher. Yeah. Can you guys see this cursor at all or not? When I'm moving this cursor? Yeah, I sure wish I'd have got the 1080p camera now. My neighbor, she moved. She went back with her husband. Okay, thanks, Mark. She used to decorate those bushes in front. You know, these yeah, this is going to be a lot better. Hopefully it'll look better at nighttime. Okay, good. Thanks, Mark. Good. Well, I think I'm going to sign off. I'll be getting back on here tonight, you guys. I haven't been getting a damn thing done. Tell you that. Yeah, it's front yard view. Isn't that beautiful? It's the back of a Walgreens and then a strip mall with a Verizon cell phone place. And the other side, the back side, is the back of a golf course. I don't give a shit. I mean, that's why I didn't buy it the first time. Then I got looking around, as cheap as it was. I thought, I don't care. I don't look out the window anyway. When I was living in Chicago, I lived on the 32nd floor facing south. And the day I looked at it, I thought, boy, I'm never going to move from here. This is absolutely fantastic. And I did my share of looking out the window, but they had balconies. I bet I wasn't out in that balcony 5 times. I mean, I would go out there to look around once in a while. But when you're in a big city like that, number one, it's dirty as hell. You can dust off everything, and an hour later it'll be filthy. Secondly, it's very noisy. And thirdly, you don't have a cover other than the balcony on top of you, which isn't much of a cover. So you're getting blasted by the sun in the summer. And if it's raining, it's too high to really block any of the rain. So the bottom line on it is you don't go out there like you think you will, but the view is absolutely stunning. Those photographs I put sometimes in still photography, those were all from my balcony. And after a while, I kind of got sick of it, to tell you the truth. I had videotaped the Sears Tower getting struck by lightning a couple times. It was cool. But I learned in being downtown for, I think, almost 15 years. I'm glad I experienced living downtown, but I was glad to get out of there. And I learned that I prefer to be closer to the ground. It's much more interesting when you see what's going on rather than way up in the top of a high rise. And, you know, it's either weather or nothing. It was a good experience, but what I learned is that when you have a nice place and you face a lake or whatever, it's not like you're sitting in a chair looking out there all the time. So even though the view sucks here, I got great storage, which I didn't have where I had good views. So that's the way it is. Like I said, when I'm sick, I walk over in my pajamas and get a prescription filled at Walgreens. I look at a burnt house. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that would bother me either. What I learned though is like when there are abandoned or burned homes in your neighborhood, they raise your insurance rates, or maybe, I don't know, as much as they raise them, as much as they don't give you a good deal. You don't get a reasonable rate. That's one problem with Detroit. Their taxes are ridiculous and insurance premiums are nuts, even if you have a good record. Yeah, it's just crazy. Well, before I put everybody to sleep, I think I'm going to sign off. I was just getting on here to check this camera out, made sure it worked, or made sure there was a better view. So I hope you guys get back on tonight. Any suggestions for videos or photography or these chats, please let me know. Yeah, Mark. Yeah, you're right, Mark. I know it's like that down there. Even car insurance is nuts. So anything you guys would like to see, or if we should pick a particular subject and discuss it, I'm all for it. I really am. So thanks for signing on, and I'll be on later tonight. Thank you. And have a good day. Have a good day, Mark. Finish that job up, Tim. And Othelda, thanks for coming on. Appreciate it. Take care, you guys. Bill for car insurance. Yeah, I know the whole East Coast. I was talking to a guy the other day in Philadelphia, and they have to pay another tax for working in the city. I think it's another 6%. It's ridiculous, man. Paying to drive up and down the roads. Crazy. When you live there, I'll tell you, I do know for sure that you will not find worse roads in the country than you will in Michigan. They're absolutely terrible. Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, they were all way better. You know, I have noticed, and I've thought about this before, you know, if you could afford a top-end sports car, which one I would consider the Corvette a top-end sports car. I notice that I don't see too many of those driving around. Hardly at all. Any nice Porsche or Corvette or any of the high-end cars, hell, I wouldn't drive them in Michigan either. It'd be a piece of junk in 5,000 miles. I mean, you'd be scraping the front end spoiler the whole time you were driving it. And bending rims and every other damn thing. Shit, you got to have an SUV in Michigan just to keep from getting a front end alignment every week. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Mark. You sure can. You notice it right away. Yeah, it's the same from. It is. In Ohio to Kentucky is just smooth sailing. Even the downtown areas are great. Yeah, it's true. Well, have a good day, you guys, and I'll be on later tonight. Think of how you'd like to do things differently, or what I could photograph or videotape that you'd like to see. And one thing I thought of: do you think it'd be interesting just doing interviews with people that just happen to get off the expressway up here, 212 I-75, or would that be too boring? I do like interviewing the women down around Fort Street, but all the interviews are pretty much the same. The story, which I'm sympathetic to, the lifestyle, which sucks, and basically, hope is kind of an abstract idea more than a reality. So, as much as I like it, I get them when I can. They're all kind of the same. They do draw a lot of views, but if you can tell, you should be able to tell on my channel now that I really don't go for views. I mean, I know when I put a long video up of horse farms or a bird eating another bird or clouds, that it's not going to garner too many views. But if you go back to the very first day that I started, all my videos are pretty much the same. I put them up because I like them, like airplanes landing at Detroit Airport. I could spend all day out there. I just love watching them take. I think I've told you I have a pilot's license. I haven't flown in a long time. Here's another thing I learned. I learned that I like watching airplanes take off and land, reading about airplanes, watching YouTube videos about airplanes, way more than I ever enjoyed flying them. That's a fact. I don't know why, I just do. I could watch freighters go up and down the Detroit River all day long. But I think I would kill myself if I had to be on one of those damn things for 35 years. So, everything's a learning process. And boy, I've sure learned a lot of things. I had an idea what things were going to be like when I first moved to Florida, and they weren't like that at all. So I guess I keep on learning. I guess that's why I don't mind living here. So have a good day, you guys, and I'll talk to you later tonight, hopefully. It's my third time I'm signing off. Bye.